So, we're going to be, I've already ripped off, like, it had, like, these little strappy doohickey things like this, and it just had, like, a little seam here and a little seam here, and then a little rivet that I just pulled out. So it wasn't too hard to get rid of. But yeah, so, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing, the template here, and we'll also be attaching all of our spikes. Hi Mel, welcome on. You want a green heart? You can be a Grinch then. But we'll have to do some engineering and figure this out along the way, but oh, not that one. This one. We'll have here, here, and then one here as well. And then we'll have these two spikes also right here, and all of this is gonna also be covered in EVA foam, and it's only gonna be on this front half. So we'll have a fun time figuring that out tonight. So, yeah. Your screen is blank? Why is your screen blank, Stoxy? You make a wonderful Grinch, yeah. Yeah, try refreshing, Stoxy. That may work. You can't see me? Oh no! I'm here. I promise you I'm here. Alright, so, I got these shoes. Got them on sale too. Thank goodness. But, I wanted specifically more ankle kind of shoes because I don't have it fully done yet, but the boot cover, which is this, when it wraps around the leg, he probably can't hear me. Oh. When it wraps around the leg, it'll end up sitting like that. So I wanted to make sure that it didn't go too high, and I'll just have some high black socks. I have specific black socks for cosplaying, so I don't show any like little pieces of skin there. But yeah, so that'll kind of be how it looks, and then we'll have all of the spike pieces here, and the rest of this will just be plain. But we will add a strap underneath the boot cover that will go around the underside of the shoe right here. And then we'll put it on, we'll use like Velcro or something, so that way it can just kind of hold it in place and not have too much up and down wiggle movement. Nope, still blank? I don't know then, Stoxy. Are you on the computer or on your phone? Because that may make a difference too. But yeah, so we did that. And then I think y'all have seen pretty much everything else. Oh, you haven't seen this. As I make a mess. See, the breastplate, or kind of breastplate, is all fully covered in 2 coats of Plasti Dip this time, and we're only doing 2 on this cosplay. I normally do 3, but I specifically don't want everything to be smooth and shiny, so I left it a little bit undone. You're on your phone? Exit out of Twitch completely and then log back in. The covering the feet thing. I know, I do walk around barefoot everywhere though. So this one, just be like that. Boop. Either that or they're just like little spoons. Kind of funny, but. And then the other thing that got finished is the thigh cover. So that's where it would connect around. This would be the front, the side, and the back. Let's see if I can show you. I don't remember if I showed this or not last time, but we're showing it now. So that would sit like that. And round. Yeah. And then the other exciting thing we have is all the swords have been cut. Which is this ginormous pile of insulation foam. I'm not really going to touch it too much because I don't have my gloves on, but the goal of these is there's 3 pieces of insulation foam for each of the dual blades, and I'll be doing an understructure of my my CVCP height. I always get that wrong. But we'll heat bend this so it'll go with the form of the blade, and it'll have an understructure as well as the handle. And the larger blade actually has to disassemble to fit inside a suitcase. So I ended up buying a little part right here, so it'll just unscrew. And the handle will come apart from the blade so I can transport it. And this will also be bent. We'll have to glue the pieces together and whatnot. Yes, I said they were like spoons. I always thought that because they're just like little spoon paddly things. I don't know.
What is this?
The Dark Rose, thank you for resubbing. Love you, and as always, you will be in the scrolly thing my next stream, which is going to be on Saturday. And I'll write that down real quick too. And welcome on, and hi Jim, also. Oops, never mind. There we go. I have an enormous pile. You're sure that statement will be taken completely? Oh yeah. It will. To get the dimension that I want, you have to start with as many as possible, and then I'll end up carving it and all around it. So, yeah. But you're always happy to help. You're the best. Aw, thank you. But you're the best. Okay, let me put this down. There we go. And the only other thing that I have that I haven't shown you, if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it. But the belt buckle for the cosplay as well. And surprisingly, a lot of people liked the video, and it was just like a little quick tidbit thing, which was kind of cool. But it only took me about like an hour and a half to 2 hours to do all the CAD for this, and it would have gone quicker, but I had to do a lot of insets and a lot of offsets on like to make sure the post can fit through certain pieces. You can see here. So I had to do a seat, and with this, so there's a hole in the back, so I can feed my lights through it, through the backside. So I'll make a coil of them all here, and then this will be able to sit backwards, and I can turn my lights on and off. And then once it's in place, after this is all painted, of course, it's actually a glow-in-the-dark filament. But it's clear enough to let light shine through, and you know, glow in the dark doesn't really matter. It kind of helps because the thing lights up, but it'll sit there. And then you have this piece with my little post, and that will sit on top of it. And then I'll have the lights underneath it, and it'll like light it up. But that is the belt buckle that goes here, and then you'll have the little skirty thing there. reminds me. Oh, hi, Cream. Welcome on. So Fallout, I'm level 18 now. I don't know where you are, Mel, because I kind of been playing without you a little bit. Try not to, but I do about an hour at lunch. And when I was on earlier, there was a level 98 person on my server. It's like, oh my gosh. That's crazy to me. I'm open to play without you. I mean, I'm going to. You'll catch up? Okay. Are you eating with family on Thanksgiving? You've seen 121? Damn. Yes. So, we're not doing like an actual Thanksgiving kind of thing. We're doing Bill Miller's barbecue. But that's just because my grandpa, he's in the hospital right now. And so my dad and my stepmom and my sister, they all came down from basically Waco. So like a 4 or 5 hour drive to come and see my grandpa, as well as to kind of help my grandma around the house. So we weren't going to do any kind of cooking thing. So they're just going to order that, and we're going to go over, or I'm going to go over to my grandparents' house, which is where my family is staying right now. And she's cleaning out her garage, and so I'm going to help them and kind of sort some things with them as well. So that's our Thanksgiving. They just grind so they don't, yeah. You love barbecue? It's okay barbecue. But yes, I love barbecue too. It's like the fast food of barbecue. My Thanksgiving sounds like work. Oh, well, there's no break on anything. I'm non-stop. So where do you think I got that from? My dad, who's also non-stop and has to constantly be working on something. Are we ordering KFC? No, it's Bill Miller's barbecue, which is basically like, it's like a fast food kind of, it's still barbecue, but it's like kind of fast foody. They're really known for like catering stuff. What are y'all doing for Thanksgiving? Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Stoxy. Just the nothing thing, or normal thing, eating turkey with mom and dad. Oh, nice! Yeah. I don't think I've had turkey on Thanksgiving in actually a few years. You just heard tape? Yes. So, if you cannot have visual, or if you do not have a visual of what I am doing, I wrapped a shoe, a black shoe, in, Bellux, thank you for the follow. Much love. I am wrapping a black shoe in saran wrap, and now I am covering the saran wrap in masking tape, so that way we can start our pattern. But yeah, I haven't had turkey in probably a few years, because typically I do some type of chicken I cook for my mom or something. But not this year. I have decided my Christmas meal I'm going to be making for the family, though. Which will be lobster mac and cheese and Brussels sprouts. So. You're fortunate everyone in the family except you and your dad seems to be a cook. Ah, okay. Yeah, not missing anything. Turkey isn't. Oh, I like turkey though. I like turkey, rice, and gravy. That's my favorite. Scream. Yeah, just keep reminding me, and I'll try to explain what I'm doing as much as possible. And, you know, when I say cheers, just imagine me holding up a drink that has a cat on it saying, it's not drinking alone if the cat is home, which she's on the chair supervising, but there. And it's Pinot Grigio tonight, because I ran out of Sauvignon Blanc. Want me to help her? Oh, nice. Okay, so for this one, we need that piece, this piece, and this piece. And we're only going to be making one template, and we're just going to reverse it for the opposite shoe. And I'm getting out all of the 3D printed spikes right now, which are a total of 5 for the shoe, which are one really long crickety one, 2 slightly smaller long ones, and then 2 more short little ones. Are you drinking alone if the cat is sleeping? I don't know if she's actually sleeping. Her head's up. She seems more like she's listening to see if I'm done talking so she can come and, like, interrupt everything. Okay, so I do have a reference image open on my other computer. There we go. And the shoe has a slight bit of a upward piece, so I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna actually get some paper out. Oh my gosh! HDC Cosplay, thank you for the raid. Much love. That is a freaking huge raid. Hi everybody. You're staying the whole stream so you don't. Okay. Well, thank you, Soxy. I'll try to keep explaining what everything is. Aw, thanks, guys. And yay, Fallout! For that. Aw, Stoxy. He's not that evil. Just only. I'm gonna trim this a little though. No, it's just the easiest to show. It's got like some of the larger spikes, and it's a lot easier to show than a smaller piece, and to show it relationship on the body. I mean, I could hold up the breast one, but then that one, I don't know. It's not as impressive. Bever, weren't you on the Saturday stream though? Or the, no, it was last Thursday, I believe, when I was doing my all-day Fallout stream? scrap bag. Here we go. Scrap-a-maroos. Okay. A little bit longer to dry. Cutting board out. Did you make all your work at that little table? Oh, it's not a little table. It's so my room's kind of messy. I have cameras set up visually, but from here to here, my arm length is one table, and then I have another table that's on this side that's the same length, and I have a workbench also. Aw, thanks, Taxi. Cheers too. So I'll show you the messy room right now. There you go. So right there is my workbench, and that's where I do all of my sanding for my EVA foam and stuff. And then the thing that has the cover over it right now is actually my sewing machine. And because EVA foam is messy, I typically cover my whole entire station so that way I don't have black foam all over it. But yeah. And then the 3D printer is kept back in that room in the closet. So, you want that much space? I wish I had my old studio. So this is actually like 2/3 smaller than my old studio. But yeah, still happy to have space. Just, I wish I had more. And then I have my garage is upstairs, and that's my, basically my other studio space, which I do my, all of the cutting of insulation foam that I showed y'all earlier, and I have my spray booth up there. All the electronic stuff gets done up there for the whole soldering station. But yeah, so. I've spread out a bit. Okay, so we'll do this and this in a second. And I have a much larger cutting board, but I found this little one is like my favorite. One side I have where the green side is when I do all of my my contact cement glue. So this is my messy side, and then you flip it over, and this is my clean side, the black side, which is for all of my cutting. You had a question about your first armor piece, but it's hard to ask or show you here. I do have a Discord that is an open Discord for anybody to join, so you can post photos on there if you want. Just do !! Discord, or scroll down on my Twitch page and click the button, and it'll pop you up to it. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to attach our spike now, which ones did I glue? This one I was supposed to glue. I'm glad I paid attention to that. Distractions, distractions. Okay, now we're gluing the proper one, so we'll have to wait a little bit for that one, but we can at least put on the other one. Okay, so here's the shoe. So we want it to be about there. Yay! Spike on the shoe! It looks really funny right now. Rest in peace, shoes. I know. I typically like to reuse my shoes, but for these, because it has the spikes and everything, thinking about it, I wanted them to be sturdy enough to stay on and not fall off since I'm going to be walking with them. So I didn't want to do like a slip cover or a Velcro piece. So I just went ahead and was like, well, they're cosplay shoes now. Should you take a screenshot of your screen? You can if you want. Maybe somebody then can help you in Discord. I've gone through all of my options, so I don't know anything else to help you with, Stroxy. So I'm using contact cement glue, and the proper way to use contact cement glue is to apply glue to both of your surfaces that you're attaching and wait for them to fully dry. Once they are dry, you can attach them and then they're good. You just have to be careful with, so if your piece that you're gluing on has any type of paint, so these are white pieces, the 3D printed parts, that have gray sandable paint on them, and that glue will actually peel off that paint. So you just have to kind of be careful on what you're applying it to kind of get more, make sure it has a stronger surface. But we are going to be wrapping these with EVA foam and attaching that to the shoe as well, so that'll help hold and lock it into place more. But what I want to do is I want to kind of add some filling material. So if you see right here, the shoe, the spike is just like literally sitting on there on the tip. So I want to add some filler material here before we encase that. You could send the picture on Instagram, or do you have too many messages there? Discord would be better, honestly. Instagram, I sometimes get them, but I get so many a day that a lot of times I don't actually, like I see some of them, I try to answer as many as I can, but Discord would probably be the best place, if you can post them there. If not, you can use Discord and just kind of, if I don't respond, just say, hey, I'm the person from Twitch, or something that it reminds me who you were. Okay. So we're gonna cut some pieces real quick. Oops, I'm gonna flip my board. There we go. We're just gonna cut a few strips. There we go. That should be fine for filling. Okay. So we're gonna add some more glue. Your Discord name has your Twitch and Instagram name on it. Okay. Well, if you post it in Discord now, I actually have it open. If you want. Then you can get live feedback if you got questions. But whatever you want to do is fine. Okay, that's dry, so we're going to attach the other spike to the other shoe. Draw my line again. And if we do happen to finish these, at least attaching the foam, not sanding it tonight, then we'll actually move to the bending the inside frame structure for these sorts. So. You got the same knife as me, but only used it like once and already not so sharp anymore. So I specifically have two X-Acto blades. I have one, which is this one, for cutting paper. You also want to make sure you have a cutting mat that you're cutting on. And then I have this other one that I use for cutting foam. The blades I use specifically for cutting foam are surgical blades, and they're the best ones for being sharp, but I constantly am changing mine out, as well as, like, you want to make sure whatever you're cutting. So This one has the glue on the surface that'll end up mucking up your blade as well, so that's why I flipped to the other side. You posted it? Okay, let me see. That's weird. I have no idea how to fix that. Oops. Didn't want to get rid of Discord. Go back. I like watching the movies and all, but I haven't read like very many like comic book stuff. I used to read tons of like manga, so that type of comics. Follow me on Instagram, Stoxy. I was just showing the belt buckle, the 3 pieces of 3D printed materials with the lights, and then I turn them on. I think it's like 2 or 3 posts ago that I did on Instagram and on Twitter and Facebook and all. You make that from your 3D printer? Yes, I did. Yeah, I do all of my own CAD work from scratch, and then I print it all on my own 3D printer, which is a Prusa i3 Mark II. Yeah, a 3D printed 3D printer. You posted the question on Discord? Okay. Awesome, I'm glad I could answer that. Oops. Okay. How can you fix this? Someone made some armor for you and it didn't fit. 1mm off, it's heartbreaking. Okay. Is it... I can't tell if it is foam, the material that it's made out of, or if it's a type of fabric. But the best way to fix it would be to add another piece of material behind it. You don't think she has a 3D printer? Crimson is just locked in a basement making these items. Oh yeah, he's like, nah. I did post a video of it, so, or at least it was a story or something. I don't know, somewhere in there. Okay, so this we're going to insert into here to kind of fill that gap a little bit. Okay, so that's kind of that. And then these little triangle thingies that we just cut out, we will end up attaching them to the sides of the shoes. And this is what we're going to attach the other spikes to kind of hold in place. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So it's basically a blind man in the, oh yeah. Just picture a shoe with triangles. We're attaching 3 things. It's foam. Okay, so with foam, let's see. Where's my piece? Here. Okay, so this is basically your piece right now in foam that you have. And your piece that you have the Velcro strip showing, so you have, I don't know which arm that is, but with this one you have your Velcro piece right here, and there's a Velcro piece under here. So when you put your arm here and wrap it, it should Velcro like this. That's the idea of what it was supposed to do. How to fix it would be, ideally, if you had foam, to get a type of foam and then use contact cement glue, glue to the back side behind the Velcro, so the inside, and then glue your piece onto there like this, and you're gonna add more material, at least an inch or 2. And then you can use that same Velcro here, but you'll need to get more Velcro and attach it onto this new piece. That would be the easiest way to do it. You're just scared you'll ruin it? No, it's okay. I have faith in you. It shouldn't be that too hard to do it, but check the rest of your pieces too. I don't know how many you got from him, but you should check all of them and make sure, because whatever that is, it'll be the same fix for all of them as well. Okay, so we're gonna mark where these are gonna go. The triangles we're gonna mark onto the shoe for our blind person, which is going to be here, here. And I'm gonna just switch to my other marker so it'll be easier to show. Yes, Mr. Stocksy, our blind person right now. So we're switching to a silver marker now, so that way we can actually visually see our piece that we're drawing on. Okay, there. And here seems about right. Okay, there's our marks for that. pieces and use it just to kind of fill it. The other option would be if you have Velcro, glue both sides together. Obviously not the part that you want, like the sticky Velcro-y part. But you can glue it together, and then you can attach it and just kind of use it as an extra add-in part. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, adding more glue to our triangles, which I should have marked where it was supposed to go before I did this, but oh well. Okay, and then we're going to put glue on our spikes some more. Put it on Discord. I'll do pictures later tonight. It's too hard for me to do it as I go along, though. For, so the original Ariel video, when it got released, I had maybe 3,000 followers on Instagram at the time. And I wasn't expecting it to blow up, much less I wasn't expecting everybody to mass share it without even saying who I was. And so that was a big learning where now for any type of video kind of thing, I typically do like, not a watermark, but like I say my name somewhere in the image, just because I still have people today sharing the Ariel, which is great. I love it. But yeah, it's kind of sad that so many people have I'll have people sending links like that all these people are asking who you are. And I posted a link, and then and then they're like, thank you so much. But it was like, I feel bad, because, yeah, I don't know. It's more like a couple of oceans. You start digging here, you'll end up in the US probably. Nice. You're in Texas, and, well, yeah, terrible. You know who I am. You found me through gaming streams, though, terrible, I believe. So now we have our little monster feet. Yay! It'll be fun to walk. And I tried to make it so they're not flush with the shoe. It's a little bit above where your toes are. We're not doing anything to the heel or to the bottom side. So it's not going to be as decorative as, say, my Ariel or my Tyrael shoes. And thank goodness, they're nowhere near my Pink Mercy shoes. With the Legatha shoes. Those were a bit dangerous and very hard to put on. It's like the whole cosplay is easy to put on and to wear, except for the shoes. Because they go up to my butt. They're so long. Side note, contact cement glue, so depending on the surface that you're applying the glue, it will actually change the drying time. So applying to these, I don't know what these shoes are made out of. Leather upper tile liner. So leather on the outside, it's a really thin one. But the glue, it just dries really quickly. Where the 3D printed elements, it takes a lot longer. Same with foam, it typically takes a little bit longer time to dry. Was about to ask how you got them off. Oh yeah. Come shoot with you? I wish. Wait, what word did it, I don't know what it did. Allow. I don't know. Oh! You got flagged, Cream, because you said pimp. You have this pimp jacket that you have this jacket that you call your pimp jacket because it's lined with fur. Ches doesn't worry, it's not real animal. He did flag you though. He was scared. You know. Okay. They're pretty dry now. Now we're going to put our... Yeah, that was it. It never says, so when it flags it on my end, it doesn't say what word it's picking up, but then if you approve it, then it'll say that I approve the word pimp. Or in Terrible's case, what was it? Am I? It got mad because he said, am I? Don't know. My mod bot gets a little fussy at times. But now we're going to attach the two pieces together that we applied glue to. There you go. You weren't looking, no worries. You missed your mod power, Mel. Ches got upset because he was talking about a pimp jacket that had fur on the liner, so Ches flagged it. Yeah, that's what I was commenting on earlier, Bev. It looks really cool. It'll be fun to wear. You were hoping he wasn't asleep. No. Alright, so now we have all 5 of our spikes on each of our shoe. It's like a comb. Kinda creepy. I'm gonna do my little picture real quick. There we go. Now when you see the Tips videos, you'll be like, oh, I was in that stream when she was taking those photos. We all know that Ches was covering for his... Aww. Okay, so the next part is we're gonna need to create our EVA foam pieces. Let's see, I do have pieces already cut out from other projects, so I kind of wanted to see if any of those would work. It'd be wonderful if they did, because then I don't have to cut out stuff. So I need to trim some of that stuff we added. And we'll still use it. But it sticks up just a wee bit too much in some spots. And I don't have my nice scissors in here, so I'm having to use my my wire cutters to cut the foam right now. Your phone is delayed because of switching tabs, so you didn't see everything. Oh, okay, no worries. And then we'll just shove those pieces back into it. Oh no, it didn't stick. Okay, we'll just have to apply glue and add other pieces there. But let's trim the other shoe. We need to be politically correct and not call them pimps. Maybe entrepreneurs. Oh gosh, Mel. Oh. But you told him making those is a game. Play games if you're making a cosplay? You mean you're making a cosplay that you don't play a game for? Or I don't understand what you're trying to say, Bub. I'd rather not do a 45-degree angle with the X-Acto blade. You're more likely to break your blade, and I specifically have surgical blades. But I'd rather just use my Dremel, and then I can get the exact angle that I want and make sure that it's really precise then. Within 2 minutes, I wasn't even gone yet, he had tossed 100% of the food all over the floor, and it was just like, Ches. Okay, I need to add the glue. Oh my gosh, that's loud. Okay. Okay, Pandora said something went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. Okay, now to apply the glue all over to this part. If you are just joining us, we are currently working on my shoes for my Xeno'jiiva Beta Armor set from Monster Hunter World. And it is the image that's over in that corner. Basically, it is a giant fairy dragon that took a very long time to farm to get all of the parts. And you can see more photos of the rest of the cosplay and all of my other ones on my website or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all are Tiffany Gordon Cosplay. Okay, those are all good. We'll wait for the shoes to dry a little bit. If we get the unhealthy food on the bottom and the rest on the top for your dog, she will just start digging through. Yeah. Yeah. Lessons learned though, but choose again. What do you say, Miss Fur? She's such a good little girl. You have pics of current completed pieces? No, nothing's completed right now. The most that I have right now is stuff are at plasti dip level. So I'll show a different piece. So like pieces like this. This is one of the armbands. So it'll go here. And then you've got like the, this is one of the hip pieces. Yeah, the texture we've been doing the last couple of streams. So it's, basically everything starts like this in components, and then I start adding texture like this. This one's not done yet. This is the boot cover. And then once it's done, I'll do 2 coats of plasti dip, and then I'll end up airbrush painting them. And then some of the other pieces, so all of the spikes are 3D printed components. And then the belt, which is also 3D printed pieces, and it lights up. And then all of the, I'm gonna switch real quick. So in that image, so here, the ponytail, the front skirt, the shoulder pads, and the butt tail, all of those are gonna light up, and I'm using fiber optic fabric. And those I have not, I'm starting to trace out all of my templates for cutting, I just haven't had time yet. So that one will be painted in the future. But yeah, that's what we got for those. There we go. He basically stops playing after released first time you got the golden bow with the perfect... Ah, nice. Yeah, I did a PC. Haven't played it in a while. Once Assassin's Creed was released, I hardcore did that. And we're at 97%. I still haven't finished it. I want to get to 99%. And then now we're playing Fallout. So, aw, thank you. So now that our pieces are dry that we just did contact cement glue to, we're going to attach them. So first we'll do the ridge. So there's our little ridge. It gives us that nice angle. And then we're going to align that little piece that, or the piece that we just glued together. I'm trying to do visuals for you, Stoxy. It's a little hard. And then we're going to put the foam onto the shoe. Okay, that. And that. Why aren't you playing? Pandora has stopped. I'll have to mess with it in a second. Okay, so there is that part. So now we have the start of our ridge. And again, all of these are gonna have texture on it, so I don't really care if the seams and stuff aren't fully aligned. Let's try a different station and see if it works. Something has gone wrong. We're having issues. But it's still playing, so it's okay. You don't want to buy the new Assassin's Creed, didn't even finish Origins. So, my thought on Origins versus Odyssey. Origins was not the newest one. Odyssey is the newest one. I love Assassin's Creed. I have played just about every single one. I'm a big fan. I was a little disappointed in this one. I thought the open world and the graphics were really pretty. They improved on a lot of the gameplay and everything, but it was not as interesting to me as Origins. Origins, I like the Egyptian time period more than this one. This one, the Roman kind of Greek, whatever area, it's very consistent. There's nothing like tombs that you raid. I mean, there's some, but it's not... They're just all the same. And none of the puzzles were very difficult. I solved half the puzzles when I didn't even have a quest, and it was like, oh, you need a quest to actually open that. And I got the quest, and I'd go back to the place, and it was like, oh, I solved the puzzle without actually even, like, having the light mirrors even show. So it was kind of, whatever. I know a lot of people had issues with it, with, I guess, grinding for leveling or something? I don't know. I had no issue whatsoever with that. Mine was just more of, like, subject matter, and that the other one was just more fun to play in general for me. Too many games coming out at once was a big dry spell for months now. Oh yeah, definitely. But some of the games that are coming out aren't even, like, functioning properly. Like, Fallout. I love Fallout. There's so many bugs. So I got, stuck yesterday playing, or 2 days ago or whatever, where you went into this building and there was a room and you had to have lock-picking level 2 and I only had level 1. But if you go upstairs, there was a hole in the floor and you could go into that room. And so I could loot it. Yay! But the problem is they had no way for you to leave. You can't go back through the hole. You can't go through a window. You could only go through the door, which you can't unlock because you're not level 2. So it was like, ugh. So you had to fast travel somewhere else. And then the base building, I've had so many bugs with that. It seems a little better today when I played after the patch, but it's still kind of broken. Everyone wants to release it in time for... Oh, yeah, definitely. It's a lot broken. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You're just... Oh, yeah. Oh, I got my bow with the fire for Odyssey. I got that one. But I don't like the whole tree system of unlocking and stuff, and I'm at the point where it's like, I only use like 3 of the things. I don't like all the specialty shit that you had to do, that you're unlocking, and I've got to the point where it's like, I keep leveling up. Actually, I'm max level, so, but you can still keep getting points to level, and I have just about 100% everything filled, and just cuz. Waiting for Kingdom Hearts and Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 would be nice. Yeah. But I don't know if that'll ever come, so. Okay, so we have these done. The top part. Take a picture, sorry. I'm going on a rant, oh no! Okay. Now we're going to add these side little pieces. And after we do the sides, we'll go back and deal with the bottom, because we want to secure these spikes in place by fully encasing all the way around them. The other way that it's going to kind of hold in place is when we plasti dip. The one thing is we're not plasti dipping the actual spikes themselves. The reason being is that they are 3D printed materials, and when you use plasti dip, which is a rubber spray paint, onto a slick kind of surface like this, it will just peel off. It doesn't hold, and any type of, especially because it's going to be on the ground, if any type of thing like just barely scratched it, then it's going to be like pantyhose and fray and like rip all the way down, and then you'll just see all the gray underneath. So what I do with 3D printed materials is I just paint straight onto it. I don't do any type of plasti dip on this. So I'll end up masking all of the spikes off. Okay, now for our next pieces, which are also going to be another kind of 45-degree angle-ish kind of thing. I'm going to trim this a little. Hey Stoxy, since it's been like an hour and a half, try refreshing your phone or restarting it again and seeing if it fixes it. Maybe by now it's kind of fixed whatever bug it is. Or I'd say maybe even like opening somebody else's stream to see if you're still having that problem and then come back. You have like over 4K hours of Borderlands 2, so it's time for... Yeah. I loved Borderlands 2. I had so much fun with that. But I stopped though. I think I played through it twice, maybe? I do have to say, for anybody that is cosplaying, that specifically for me anyway, and I know a lot of people, the uglier a piece looks in the beginning stages, the better it looks in the end. So typically my stuff, like for me right now, this looks like a hot mess. But in the end, after I add the texture, I know how that's gonna look and apply it all. It ends up looking really nice. So don't get discouraged at any point in your cosplay crafting at all. That if it looks bad to you, you can still make it look great. And if you think it looks great, it looks great. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks but you. And to give you an idea that if, like, I get asked from people all the time, like people are like, oh, but people hate on my stuff all the time or whatever, and I'm just like, they hate on my stuff too. Everybody's gonna complain about something, everybody's gonna dislike something, and it doesn't matter. Like, somebody's always gonna be offended, somebody's always gonna say they don't like your stuff. I mean, I had, like, for instance, Tyrael. I love my Tyrael cosplay, I think it's great. I'm gonna improve on the wings, but I have a lot of people that did not like it whatsoever. and we're like, you should do this and this instead. And it's like, well, that's great, but this is my cosplay. I made it. You didn't make it. So, yeah, haters gonna hate. Doesn't matter though. It's really just how you like it. And how you, like, if you want to improve on things, you can improve on things anytime you want. So. You went to another stream, you could see. You're still blind here. That is so weird. I don't know what to say, Stoxy. Except me and always what. Oh yes, of course what you think, Mel. Actually, I do really, I ask you your opinion a lot, Mel, because I trust your opinion. By the way. And cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the stream, even if you are blind like Stoxy. Hopefully you can fix that. But cheers, everybody. Much love, and remember, press that follow button if you're enjoying the stream. Okay. So I did those edges. Now I want to... Your opinion sucks, but it gives it anyway. I don't think your opinion sucks, though. You, like, okay, so to give you an idea, Mel, everybody in my life, all my friends are art majors with art degrees and are all, like, I'm an artist kind of thing. So we all have typically kind of the same opinion on things. But that's not the majority of people. Specifically, the majority of my audience that likes my cosplays and stuff. So I like to get, I have different people that I ask questions to because I know they're like this genre of person or this genre, and just to kind of get the feeling of everybody and not just me and my artsy friends. So you're gonna follow my voice? Ah, thanks, Doxy. Stoxy. Takes me a little bit. It's vacation, but your holiday is this weekend. It's called Dutch Comic Con. Oh! Fun! So that's what you're wearing your cosplay to then, I guess. I hope one day I can go to a convention outside of the States. I've had one invitation that I declined, and that was to a book fair. It was like the 3rd largest international book fair. Forgot where it was. But I'm glad I declined it, honestly. Because I looked at, they just finished it up, and I was looking at everything, and it's like, they don't really have cosplayers on it, and I would have just been like a giant prop there, I guess. I don't really know. And I also didn't know what rights I would have because I'm a woman over there. So it was a little complicated. But, yeah. But one day, I hope to kind of go overseas again. Okay. So I need to do this edge, this edge. I would have no rights, yeah. But the other thing was, I didn't know specifically, for me being in cosplay, what cosplays would I be allowed to wear? And do I have to cover up certain sections when wearing a cosplay there? And there was just too many unknown questions for that specific convention. And it was like a 10-day long convention. Oh. Okay, I marked my sides that I need to sand. You sent an email for an invitation, or inviting you as a guest, but don't know if they ever read it. Aw, well thanks for trying though. Yeah, typically, I found for inviting, like, if it's a small convention, probably overseas near you, Beth, it's probably not going, they're probably not even gonna look at me just because, like, they probably don't have the budget. So for being an overseas convention, it would most likely have to be a larger one, I'm guessing. And that's if they have a budget to fly somebody overseas. And if they think I'm big enough, I don't know. But thank you for trying. You seem like the type who wouldn't do well without being able to speak your mind. That and I don't know the language there. If you miss work, it's not your fault. Aww, okay, Stoxy. But here in the Netherlands, we have stupid weapon laws, so any weapon like rifles and stuff can't be brought to cons. Oh, so you can't even have any models? Like, can you do like a model sword? I'm gonna sand these real quick, so I'll be back. She's in charge. Pay attention, Shala. at our edges now. So you never see the Overwatch weapons and stuff. Aw. Would they consider her staff like Mercy's staff or like a Genji's sword? I guess. Would they have issues with those? Oh, swords only if it's checked. Everything else double checked, and swords also can't be made from metal, wood, or any hard metal that can't be sharp. Yep. That's kind of the same rules here. They do, some conventions allow wood ones here though. But yeah, the 3D printed ones they're okay with, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the future they kind of ban some of those. I don't know. Okay, so all these pieces are sanded. So before we glue them, I need to do the opposite piece that it's going to attach to. So this one, it's going to end up being attached here to the toe for Stoxy. And then I need to do another one on the opposite side. We're kind of like making little 3-pitch tents on these shoes. You make some of your projects from wood? Yeah. That's one thing I try in my, so I've done a couple of panels specifically on cosplay prop materials, and I'll go over like working with wood, working with EVA foam, installation foam and stuff, and I always try to say, check whatever your convention you are trying to make your props for, check their weapons policy, because if you're making a wooden sword, sometimes they don't allow that. So, alright, I need to throw that over there, and we're gonna see our next shape. Cons here have like as much protection as airport. Oh. Yeah, there's most conventions do have a bag check, or well, not most, but half of them. I actually like it when they do that, and I do like it if they have a metal detector. We've had, unfortunately, we've had some issues here with weapons. Specifically, one was a gaming tournament, and a guy that lost went in and he ended up shooting some of the contestants. So it was kind of bad. But after that, one of the conventions that I was an invited guest to, I was really happy to see that they did have a metal detector at it. Not that they put my stuff through it. I just walked through and they put my stuff in between the metal detector. And it's like, really? Okay, whatever. I mean, it was gonna go off anyway, but just because of the metal components, and I had told them beforehand that it was gonna have that. Okay, we're doing our little template one right now. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so this one, I cut it a wee bit too much, but I might be able to fix it. And then we need this. Okay. Got that. Okay. There, there, there. And then we p.m. for you? Yeah, it just turned 10 for me. You say hello from the future? Yes, you do. I do have to say, if anybody does watch my tips videos, so some of them are actually a little inaccurate of what I actually do, because I have to simplify it so much. So I say on there that I only heat treat it once, or I'll heat treat it beforehand or after or whatever. But I do so many steps in between on things, it's just like hard to say I heat treat now, I glue, and then I do a slight heat afterwards to bend everything. And then I do this, and then I do another of this, and a little difficult, but I try to generic it as much as possible. And I also try to make it under a minute, so it can post on Instagram. You watched it? Aw, what'd you think? I've been focusing on improving the format of how it looks. So they're no longer a specific square. So like the harness one, I really love that one. The one issue I had with that was it was longer than 60 seconds, which means I couldn't post the full video on Instagram. And it wasn't a square. And so when you post things on Instagram, you can post things that aren't a square, but in general, most people use a phone on Instagram, and for the search engines, everything show up as a square. When you click it, then it'll show to the actual size of its piece, but it ends up cropping your image. So I tried with this specific, the first of 4 for the Mercy Staff, I tried to make it where the writing and the text was all in that square box, but the images still went outward. So I'm trying this one out. I'll see kind of how it goes with the rest of them and with like how people like comment on them or whatnot, but yeah. Okay, so we glued those pieces. I'm sorry, we heat treated those pieces. So now we need to add contact cement glue to the shoe where we're gonna glue those pieces, and then we need to also add it to the pieces that we just heat treated. I'm glad you liked it, Stoxy, though. Yeah, technically that video was released last night on YouTube and on Patreon. I try to have my videos on there first, and then from there, the next morning, I will post things. I try to post between like 8 and 8:30 to 9, but this morning, oh, I just had so many issues with just things not wanting to post. It was annoying. Okay, so we're applying glue now to the EVA foam pieces. Just wondering how many pieces are there? There are in total 8 EVA foam pieces and 2 shoes. Not 3 shoes. Just wondering, with all those amazing costumes, do you ever have time for your work or a boyfriend? So this is actually my job now. So I am a full-time cosplayer as of right now. And I get paid through doing some commissions. I don't do too many commissions. They're mainly for companies. So like Pink Mercy was a commission. Paid through Twitch for donations, subs, bits. Also through Patreon. And then I have my website as well. And I sell prints on there and of me in my cosplays. And then I also have blueprints that I sell, and those I actually sell a lot of. Yes, and Twitch is my boyfriend. No time for that. I want to focus on my career right now. So, and I have enough little critters to snuggle with at night. Miss Chella and Ches. Mainly Chella. Ches sleeps in his cage though. So. No. Twitch is more faithful. Do I make full set commissions? So, commission-wise, I'm very particular with my commissions. I typically do not take on commissions, and if I do, it may be a prop here and there. But I'm kind of slow at doing those when they're just for like friends and stuff. The Pink Mercy commission was for an actual company. It was for Oki Live Dallas. They are a gaming company that is for the Overwatch team, the Dallas Fuel. And they commissioned me to make a costume for me to wear at their convention. And so that is more of what I mean by commissions. For me, I have been burnt out too many times with people for doing like an actual costume for somebody. Not to say I won't do it, but I typically will not, because I need to really do like a fitting with somebody in person, and then just people in general are way too flaky. So it's unfortunate. And also people want a costume for like no money, and my costumes for me material wise, to give you an idea, like Ariel was around $700, $800 to make for cost of materials. So that, just by saying cost of materials, not the cost of like my man hours either. So that typically just will end all conversation there. So I just don't normally do them. Unfortunately, but I'd love to make a costume for Blizzard. Or for some other gaming companies. So. You're still mine. I'm still doing glue, Stassi. You always sleep with your dog in your bed? Is that weird? No. Chella sleeps typically, I sleep on my side and she typically sleeps like on my tummy or like in between, cuddled with me, or she'll sleep on my head or at my feet, just depending on how cold she is. Are they man hours? Yes, for me they are man hours. I don't care about the feminine hours or whatever. Mel, I know where you're going with that. Still applying glue. That's okay, Stoxy. Hey, if you have a computer in your room, you can sleep with your computer. Learn something new every stream. Okay, I need to still trim this side because I did not trim it on the other shoe. Just trimming the edge of the foam that we had placed. You just laying again and always. Aww. Oh, Bev, you said you're in Germany, right? Your computer would get cold? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so all of our pieces are trimmed on that, so I need to apply glue to the second shoe, and then the other shoe should be dry enough where we can, I regret that decision. Put it down. So then you can overclock it? What? Oh, in the Netherlands. Okay. And then this one goes like that. Okay, we got it right this time. Okay. We fixed it. it up in hot water like Kamui explained in her videos, and then you just started worst smell ever. Oh, yeah, so I don't actually heat my Plasti Dip up, but I'm also in Texas, and I store my Plasti Dip in the garage, so I don't really need to. I've never really noticed a difference with heating them up. Okay, something is issued here. That one. Aw, I did 3 the same. That's why it's no worky. Poopy. Okay, I need to cut one more out because I made a mistake. I was like, why is this not working? But yeah, so I don't actually heat mine up at all. I've tried it once and I saw no results that were helpful for me specifically. Not to say that it does not work or anything, but I did not notice any significant changes. But again, it does depend on where you live, your temperature outside, and all of that. Now, one thing that does concern me with heating up Plasti Dip is it is highly flammable and explosive. So, do not heat it on a stove. And if you are to heat it, have hot water and take it off the stove and then put it on the side, but don't, yeah, that's, yeah. But it could be different for everybody, just depending on where you live, so. 300 days raining in a year. Yeah, that's a lot. Camille, cut it. Okay, I need to stain this one piece because I messed up, so. Okay, there we go. Stove, you thought you needed to torch directly on the can? Oh gosh. Please tell me that's a joke. Safety Tiffany is gonna be like, ah! There we go. Okay, now I need to apply glue to this, because I messed up and didn't put it on the right thing. See? Here, I made a mistake, everybody. I'm admitting it. You'll say I never make a mistake, and I made a mistake. I fixed it. With a lot of glue. A lot of smelly glue. Okay. You didn't see it? It's okay. You didn't see it. You didn't need to see it, Stoxy. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So now, while we wait for that one piece to dry, we're going to attach the other pieces to our shoe. It just looks so silly. It's like totally accurate, but it just looks silly. Okay. Alright. Our silly feet are done. And tomorrow I'll go in and add some more stuff to the bottom. So that's what our bottom looks like right now. And I'll cover these up a little bit more. I'll attach a little bit more so it kind of has more of a footing. But that's the top so far. Of course we have to add the texture and everything. I'll go in and I'll probably add a little bit of a strip in here. So. Do what? You saw me for 5 seconds? Yay! You kind of fixed it-ish. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. 1 or 2 coffee shops. Oh. Yeah, but it's not for looking at the bottom, it's for actually holding these in place. So if I was just to leave it as is, these spikes would end up coming off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it with EVA foam here, so it fully glues. I'll draw on. So it'll end up going where it covers this section right here, where I just drew that line. And then I'll have it where it connects back to the shoe and it covers this whole plate. And this will cause it for the spikes to be fully encased with glue all the way around it. Otherwise, if I was just to leave it like this, it would come off even though it's glued together. Just because it is at a more spot where if I was to hit accidentally too hard or something, it may become loose. So, especially with this one. We do have it attached, but I do need to kind of fill those spots because it's only attached in the middle and then on the top part right now. So, it looks like a dinosaur foot. She's even better after 10 seconds? What? So yeah, there's our dinosaur foot. You would wear those spikes on your shoes, you would use it to poke. Oh yeah. Hey Chella, you want to sniff? Do you approve? It's a good scratcher. Yes, we're still listening. But anyway, both of our shoes, as of right now, are good for the night. I will do the rest tomorrow, and I'll add texture and stuff. So, woot. Yeah. I guess I can show it on. Do that real quick. We'll see. I don't have socks on, though. feet. Yeah, they're kind of like the penguin little feet toe thingies. Oh, you have to show me next time, Terrible. How much is that in centimeters? US has weird measurements? No, y'all have the weird measurements. I have no idea. I don't know the translations on them. Yeah, is it a clown suit? Okay. I'm done wearing these. Yeah, I definitely, even just that tiny bit of walking, the middle one, it's still attached, but I definitely need to fully encase it. So, and this is the reason why we don't have it where it's detachable, where it's going to be permanent. Good thing for wear test. But yeah, we made shoes tonight. Really, really funny ones. Well, I'm petite. I'm like, so I am like 5'2". I'm teeny tiny petite. I weigh like 100 pounds, so there you go. But anyway, that is going to be it for me for tonight. Right, Miss Chella, are we done? Oh, you gave me the grumpy look. You're so ready for bed. Come here. Come here, pretty girl. That's a good girl. Alright, guys. Well, tonight was a wonderful stream. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As a reminder, there will be no Thursday night stream because it is Thanksgiving. And that is a holiday here in the US. For everybody that's not in the US. And my next stream will be on Saturday. It will be a gaming stream, and we're going to continue with our Fallout play. It will be from 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time till midnight. And, yeah, we'll be having a lot of fun killing people. Just messing around. Thank you for the follow. Love you. And, we will be continuing with our cosplay streams next Tuesday and Thursday from 7:30 until 10 p.m. So, much love to everybody. Thank you for the raid, Mr. HTC Cosplay earlier. Also, thank you for the resubs to Just Great and the Dark Rose, and for the new sub, HT Cosplay. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all the new follows as well, and the little biddies. It's all greatly appreciated, and Chella appreciates it too. So, yeah, much love, everybody. Yeah, night, everyone. There you go, Terrible. I don't know what 15 is for you, Bev. You enjoyed it a lot? Aw, thanks. I'm sorry you couldn't see anything. I'll try to post pictures. I probably won't post anything until tomorrow, though, Stoxy. You love my work? Aw, thank you. Till midnight, it's morning for you now? Yeah. Well, to give you an idea, so it is 10:40 p.m. for me right now. So for the Saturday night stream, if it is like 6 a.m. for you right now, we'll go till your time like 8 a.m.-ish? Awkward time for you, sorry. But yeah. You can now replay the stream and see her. Yep. It was fun to hear. Aw, thanks, Soxy. Hopefully you can fix it. And Chella says hi to everybody. Much love, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and stay tuned for those credits to see all the awesome people that were added to the list. So, much love. Good night, everybody. Excuse me, Chella. I got to press the button. Ah!